It's Daryl! It's Daryl! There he is! Hello there, mortals. I am Ynsin, and welcome back to Amnesia: The Dark Descent. I don't think you really want to know what happened in the last episode, just by taking a look at this nightmare fuel of unspeakable horrors right here. Hopefully there's no graphic image to help us understand what this does, but I'm gonna look for one anyway. Okay, that's good. All right, I think we just gap it. We've got enough pieces of this orb, 3 pieces of this orb. We could probably go down the other path now that we had opened in the previous episode, or we could go upstairs. Hello? What's going on? I bet there's a tinderbox behind one of these pillars as well, right? Is it even worth looking? We've got like 60 of them. How many have we got? 58. Yeah, I think we've got enough of them. Okay, let's go upstairs and see if we can't find some more of these rooms. Honestly, this is a big room. I don't know why they just didn't have more hallways. Okay, still looking around. Ah, I'm pretty sure that right there is Alexander of Brennenburg. There's a picture here of Jesus being put on a cross, and despite my disbelief at the 3 wise men visiting Jesus Christ 300 years before he was recognized as a religious figure, this actually happened. The crucifixion, that part did actually happen. Got Alexander over here. He's desperately creepy, honestly. He's a very creepy looking man. If I passed him in the street, I would shout for the police. I would notify the local constabulary. Ah, it's his office, right above his torture chamber. Where else would anybody choose to set up their office? Okay, let's ransack his room a wee bit. I don't see anything up there. What's this? Another book? Absolutely not. Not on my watch, Alexander of Brennenburg. We found some oil. Great, can't wait to not use it. There's a bunch of crosses right over here. Oh, there's a statue of John Bon Jovi right here as well, which is absolutely fantastic. Throw that over there. There is some string. I picked up some string. There is a tinderbox right here, and we've got I actually kind of wanted to take that with me, but I suppose I'll just throw it at the wall. I don't know what this is a painting of, but that guy's getting real busy with that ox, isn't he? He's smacking that thing's butt, getting real busy. This lady's providing some sensual violin sounds. I hope she's good at the violin. You have no idea what it sounds like when someone is bad at the violin. And future Ynsin, edit a video of yourself playing the violin really badly. Notes on torture. There are quite a few things to be said about torture. I had figured that the reaction I would get from the victims would be highly individual. Thankfully, this is not the case. The humans all have a very similar approach to dealing with physical pain and the terror of anticipation. I can't stress enough the importance of restraining the victims before proceeding. Even the most timid creature can break out in fits of violence where their strength exceeds their expected prowess. If proper care had been put into breaking the victim, this should not be a problem, but it will also hinder the effect I am after. The right steps to take are therefore to restrain while the victim is still dazed. Proceed by presenting the form of torture you're about to apply, and then continue with the actual act. The point of presentation is to infuse terror. The human mind is extremely efficient, as it will trigger itself into a greater fear simply by imagining it. While applying pain, make sure to avoid massive damage, as it will prove more efficient if the process can be sustained. Also, apply the pain in doses, if possible with breaks to let the body settle. If you are whipping or cutting the victim, strike once, wait for the pain to subdue, then strike again. As long as the body suffers, it will continue to produce the vitae remnant and saturate the blood with its properties. Only with careful performance will the victim yield maximum effect. If the victim doesn't behave as expected, it is likely that all will be for naught. Before this happens, feed them the amnesia drink and try again later. Right. So there is an amnesia drink. That is literally the first we have had mention of this. We've also got another one of Alexander's creepy little boxes. Let's touch it. Is it you, my love, I miss the most? Or is it perhaps myself? I know what I have become. I am not blind. I am a monster to them. A demonic sultan perched on a dark mountain top. There is little I can do to redeem myself. The Black Eagle fears me after Napoleon's defeat. It is only a matter of time before they will demand my head on a platter. I must remove myself from this land. This time it must work. If I can't return home now, I shall perish. Okay, a little bit more context. Let's keep that open so we know we've ransacked it. And I think we're done with this entire area. Do we just leave now? Damn, he's creepy. He is a creepy man. Okay, we've been into all of these nightmare. I can see the butthole stabbing thing right at the end of this corridor here. I'm not sure if you guys can see it at home, but there is in fact a butthole stabbing thing right at the end of the corridor there. In fact, actually, if all of these had straight corridors, you could probably impose more terror on your enhanced interrogations just by walking them along this really, really long corridor to actually let them see where they're going in the first place. Okay, let's go back to the nave. It had gone too far. The man was suffocating as he could no longer breathe properly between the lashes. Displeased, he started to look for the Damascus rose oil. I think that is the amnesia drink. I was about to say the dementia drink, which is not necessarily exact.
Ah, you again.
Yeah, hey.
You seem to have found all the all pieces used in the transfer.
I did.
Go to the choir and find the rest.
Yeah, don't you worry, Agrippa. I'll do that right this second. Why was that even written down on the notes? I know that this is the next path I have to take. Come on. What do you think I am? Simple? Can I take a rock? Yes. Just in case we get attacked. What's in here? Not a lot. There is a light right here, which I will light. There is a note right there, which I will read. But I'm going to take this laudanum first, have a little bit of acid reflux, and also make a mess of Alexander's workspace. I do not respect him, the dog torturer. Alexander can, quite frankly, eat my bottom. If you know what I mean. Okay, we've got another one of his creepy little devices right here. We could probably touch it. We will. Get some more context. In court, the Order of the Black Eagle spew their politics at each other, while I sit quickly in place, willfully forgotten. Once in a while, someone will notice me and lose themselves in a silent cower before regaining their senses. They all know I am one and the same Alexander who helped their fathers and grandfathers to found this great order. I've seen them take their fathers' places, and they will grow old and pass away while I remain the same, aged not by time, but by anguish. Okay, so he's immortal. He is literally immortal. Agrippa channels Vea. Vea taunts me from the other side. I trusted him with my true reason for my efforts, and still he insists on me releasing Agrippa. Oh, sorry. How an enlightened man can show such a lack of compassion in a seat of power disgusts me. I thought this was literally by Agrippa. I can't bring myself to part from Agrippa, as he is and has been for centuries my only link to the worlds beyond. Via claims he tries his best to release me from my banishment, but that he needs me to give him Agrippa first, so he too can help. If he could guarantee access, I would happily oblige, but how am I to part from him if my return might be denied? I know what they are capable of. I have seen their deception. Optimism is a most hopeless feeling, but I must retain it. I shall prepare for his release. To release Agrippa without killing him, Vea told me to feed him a tonic made from a paralyzer, vitae, and tampter. The poisonous fungi should work as a paralyzer if I can find the internal gland from a large specimen. The choir seems to be fertile grounds for this sort. I should then be able to extract its contents with the proper tools. The vitae could be extracted as usual from any agonized human victim's blood. I just need large amounts to distill it properly. Remember to collect this during the next torture session. Tempter, on the other hand, will prove more difficult. I don't think it exists in this world. Simply writing the world with these letters looks wrong. I believe it's a property of the secretion in the water-dwelling Kernk. I will have to address Vea with this, as he will have to supply me with a host. Also, a properly prepared well should suffice to contain it. Okay, so Kernk, I have no idea what the hell that thing is, but it seems like some kind of monster that we haven't encountered yet. Let's get the tinderbox. Let's open that up and see that there's nothing in it. We will duck there right there, which I absolutely intended to do instead of jumping around. And I'd like to think this place is properly ransacked. Unless there's something behind these? No, of course not. Why would there be something behind there? All right, I'm happy with that. So further down this way is, what is this? The choir entrance. It had gone too far. Oh, we've read this one. The man was suffocating as he could no longer breathe properly between the lashes. That sucks. That sucks so bad. So, we have this amnesia potion so that we can make people forget that they've been tortured and then torture them again, so it's a new experience. Oh my god, I just realized two things. One, Agrippa is voiced by the same person who voiced Red in Penumbra Overture. Haha, that's funny. Two, the amnesia potion works on the prisoners, so even if they were the prisoner that committed the crime, they don't know who they are. They don't remember that they did the crime, so all they know is that they're down there and they're being tortured for no reason. That is true. That is actually insidious. What the hell am I looking at here? There's a bone saw. There is some nipple clamps. Nice, maybe we can have some fun. And doesn't really look like there's a hell of a lot more. There's a hammer and chisel just over here. We've actually got our own, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, right here, hammer and chisel. So, I obviously see that note right there. I'm just looking around for secrets, stuff like that. I don't see any. Okay, let's read this note. Ah!
15th of August, 1839. The blood wards are failing. The shadow beckons, and its cry disarms my actions. Hurry, no time to spare. You have to kill another. Alexander produces a knife. He wants me to cut the flesh. Do it. Save yourself. He is a murderer, Daniel. He is evil. A cold-blooded killer. Hurry.
So says Alexander. We don't actually know if he's a killer, and he sure as hell doesn't know he's a killer because he's probably taken the amnesia juice. Also, I don't need that knife. I have my own style. I can't access my inventory. I was gonna use a hammer and chisel. Is there literally nothing else? Why am I so slow? Okay, we're locked in. All right, let's use this knife.
Alexander, you must let me be. I have to concentrate. Paint the man, cut the lines, cut the flesh, watch the blood spill, let it come.
All right, let's make some remnant. I didn't do that.
Please, I didn't do anything. Paint the man, cut the lines. Paint the man, cut the lines. Leave the man cries. Now you see. I did well. One life for another. You hear me, guardian of the orb? I did all this for you. Now, once more, withdraw your shadow from my domain.
The genius of this game is that we took the amnesia potion. So we're actually going through this completely blind as the player, as well as Daniel. Daniel is also going through this entire experience blind. Daniel has forgotten that he's done all of these heinous crimes. Why did he even start doing it? Alexander must have been very convincing. Okay.
Alexander, there isn't much time. I can feel it. We must act swiftly. I will do whatever it takes.
Oh! I just realized that those are not actually blood spatters, those things floating around us. They are actually rose petals, and they are representative of the rose solution, the amnesia drink. Okay, that makes sense. So I was wondering what all of those rose petals in the game were for, and as it turns out, it's the amnesia drink. So I think that the amnesia drink kind of represents all the... Wait, where the hell are we? The rose petals represents a thing that we have forgotten. Hello? Can we talk to these? There were people hanging from the ceiling, right? Oh, do we go down?
No, don't kill her.
We could go back. We can go back. Such filth, he thought. Good men can safely cheer their departure. No, we've read that one too. Oh well. We've been in here. I am so confused. By the way, I am so 100% baffled by everything that I am coming across in here. Okay, I want to see what's down here before we go into that weird kind of antechamber of doom and gloom. So who or what is down here? The choir main hall. Right. Okay, so that's an entirely new zone. This is the one we didn't go in yet. Yep. This is new. So what is in here? We've got a tinderbox. Very nice. And we've got a poo bucket, which doesn't have any poos in it. It's not poos at all. There's a tinderbox all the way over here. I can actually reach it. The sounds are also getting to me. After the men had secured the prisoner, the ritual began. And there's another one over here. What is this, like a factory line of torture? Ugh. Yuck. 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 Absolutely revolting, honestly. You know, this game is actually giving me a little bit of ick. I'm not gonna lie.
What are my intentions, Daniel? Salvation. It used to be yours, but now you only seek misplaced revenge. How do you justify your violence? Is it for the greater good? Are you doing the world a service? It is you who caused all this pain and death. If you had accepted your fate and submitted to the orb when you first discovered it, none of this would have happened.
It's Dimwit Daryl!
It is curiosity in league with your selfishness that is killing us both.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh, that is a big bad! Oh no, this might be the biggest L Daniel's taken so far. Oh, this is not good. We should have just followed that damn pipe. I know it goes this way. Oh, this is creepy! There's only one down here, right? Right? Thought he was following us, but it doesn't seem like that's the case at all. Okay, there's got to be something through here because I see a giant hole in this wall. Oh my god, look at these statues! Wowzers! Who would make something like this? Oh, we actually know, don't we? This is the Mithraic Church, if I'm not mistaken. Oh no. What's down here? Context? Ah, it's a sharp jump or a drop, I can't tell. Can we get on this? Possibly. Whee! Hey! I don't know if this is a good thing. Hey, it's a tinderbox. Nice. Okay, let's take this while we... Oh, Ugh. Squelched in a little bit of blood. Okay. I don't know where the hell I am. Let's go in here. Let's see what's in here. Hello?
The wheel is good for keeping your victims still during the procedure. They can be bound around the circumference or simply stretched across, tying limbs to the spokes and rim. All tools are by this point useful, and you may administer the torture in any way you like. But the forte of the wheel is the gaps. When you have decided that the victim shall die, you can smash their limbs with a hammer, making them fold in between the frame.
But they'll die. Too quickly, I mean.
No, don't worry. The human body is much more resilient. They can survive for days until they finally succumb.
There we go, there's the sickness. Oh! This thing is huge! I hate that. I absolutely hate that. Okay, we've got the orc from this place. Let's piss off out of here. Screw this place! Daryl? Ah, if he hears us running down here, he'll just think it's that rat. I know he's strong enough to cleft us in twain, but I'll be damned if he's not this. Stupidest monster I've ever met in this game. Oh, do we chance it? Do we chance it? I'm chancing it. Oh. What a play! What a play! Actually, if we're up here, we could theoretically get a really good look at Daryl's character model while we kind of hide our way up those knockdown statues, I suppose they are. I want to call them effigies, but they're not effigies. Daryl's not that much of a dimwit. If we start lighting torches, he's going to notice us. Ah, that looks promising. The tissue is quite soft and should be possible to break open. Great, how about a hammer and chisel? Will that do it? What the hell, are you serious? That was the answer. That is such overkill. I could have just hit it with this rock and it would have broken off. Okay. Go in here. I know exactly what that is. That's a brazen bull. The guy who invented the brazen bull invented this, right? You light a fire beneath the stomach of the brazen bull and you put a person inside of it and their screams reverberate through trumpets that go out the nose and it sounds like a bull screaming. That kind of stuff. When the inventor proposed this to a king, I think it was the Mysonian king, but I could be wrong. The Mysonian king said, put him in it. And they put the guy who invented the brazen bull inside the brazen bull, lit the fire. He didn't die from it, but he did cook and he died about an hour after he was let out. So isn't that hilarious? This guy who invented one of the most iconic torture devices in the world was put in it. So yeah, you can open this up, or I could just touch it. The trader did not know what to think of the brass bull as he was forced to enter it. Only when the heat of fire began to scorch his skin and cook his flesh did he realize it was to be his tomb. His screams of pain echoed inside the brass chamber and traveled through the complex instrument, which was the bull's head. Outside, the men could hear the brazen bull below. Yep, that's exactly what it is. So there should be a person in here if we open it up. Hello? Ah, no one's home. Okay. That is cool. Ah! Well, we did close the door. So there should be a there's a shard right here. Good. Picked up a piece of the orb. I can't open it. I would like to, please. I want to put the meat in it. Oh, can I not cook the meat in this thing? That's right here, the meat. Ah, come on. Missed opportunity. Oh, maybe we can open the other side. Or maybe we can turn the fire off. No? Nothing? No? Okay, we definitely can't open it. It just straight up won't open. We do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces of the orb now. So we've only got one more room of untold horrors to go through before we are in the clear, baby. Yeah, no, I imagine we're completely out of the woods from Dimwit Daryl. Okay, let's take this rock in case we get into some kind of scuffle with Daryl. Because, let's face it, he's dumb but tough. Right, that's his major strength. He's tough. Whoops, I accidentally threw that. That's probably going to lure him somewhere. That made the weirdest dragging sound. That's hilarious. There's got to be something at the end of here, right? Oh, piss on this. No. Oh, it's Daryl. It's Daryl. There he is. What's he doing? Daryl? I will throw a rock at you! I will hurt you! Come any closer and I'll hit you with this rock! Oh, would you look at that? There's bones in there. Damn, he's stupid. Oh no! Daryl? 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 Damn it. Goddamn geometry! Daryl? Daryl? I'm so paranoid! Screw this! I'm off! I'm running! I'm running! I'm running and I don't care if Daryl's at the other end of this bridge because I just saw him back that way. He can't be in two places at once, kid. There is only one, right? Okay, maybe we should be following these pipes. I think that's actually what we're supposed to be doing, but we've just ignored doing so for some stupid reason. Oh, he's got to be on the other side of that bridge though, right? We saw him. We saw Daryl being a dimwit. Okay, unspoken night terrors. What's next? What have you got next for me? That's an Iron Maiden. That's probably the single most iconic torture. Ah! The Forger stood. Forgery is hardly a crime. The Forger stood absolutely still. The casket has been closed, but a faint light made its way inside. A myriad of spikes pointed at him, glittering as they waited for his body to slip for just a moment. His knee jerked and he felt blood trickle down his leg. In pain, his head fell slightly forward. It took him a while to realize his eye had ruptured and began to leak. Ah! Why did I get in this thing? I don't know why, but I thought what's-his-face was actually coming in for a second there. Daryl. All right, there looks to be an orb piece right here. Piece of an orb. Be nice. I lost a bit of sanity, actually, getting inside of that Iron Maiden. That was probably the most Daryl decision I've made in this session so far. Okay, so we're done here, right? We're Dunyan rings. We can leave. Can we assemble this now? No, they won't stay together. I think we need to go and find that depression. Why are they all different colors? All right, Dimwit Daryl should literally just be right outside, I bet. We can always hide behind these pillars. I mean, he's not too smart. That's his whole thing. He's literally made of bad decisions and inconsequential thoughts. There you go, a little bit of lore. A bit of lore for Dimwit Daryl. Yeah, I think we were supposed to follow these pipes, but I didn't do that at all. Oh, what was at the other end of here? There was a bridge right here. I didn't check this way. And I know Daryl's not down there. He's too busy chasing spiders or something like that.
Oh, is that a spider? Oh, I better go and touch it.
Okay. No, we did look, but there was nothing down here of note. All right, let's get the hell out of this location. I'm not wasting time. I'm literally just gapping it straight for the door. I'm not even gonna worry about whether or not Dimwit Daryl is right up my bum. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. Dimwit Daryl, he did nothing. He will die as he lived, having accomplished 0 things in the world. Okay. You know, I'm actually gonna leave it here at this very, very nice looking hallway right here. So, thank you very much for watching. Right up here, you're going to find the playlist for Amnesia the Dark Dysentery, and right up here, you're gonna find another playlist that I think you really enjoy. And of course, just down here is my subscribe button. Dude, that snoodin', you'd go a long way to helping out a small YouTuber and his channel growth and creation. And until I make the next episode or video or whatever I make, thank you so much for watching, and goodbye!